4.5 down. 5.5 down. Yeah, I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man. Yeah, I'm going to step off the limb now. Blue, we're breathing again. Thanks a lot. I'm going to step off the limb now.
Okay, we've had a problem here. Okay, stand by 13, we're looking.
Blue, we're breathing again. Thanks a lot. I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to the Dobsonian Power Night Sessions. Welcome, explorers. Welcome. You are an explorer. Welcome to the spaceship. Tonight we will have another spaceship docking here from another explorer, an ultra explorer, but it was not possible. But it will be a great night. We have the pink moon outside. We have the pink moon, but the plan is, of course, to struggle a bit. Struggle. The plan is to struggle, of course, because I have here the Virtuoso 6-inch telescope, 150p Skywatcher Heritage, and I will using this go-to telescope, a $400 telescope, to watch the moon. But Iago, how are you going to watch the moon if the telescope is inside stored? Because to help and to answer a request from one of our explorers, I will set up the Virtuoso from scratch on polar aligned need. By the book, not by the way I do it, the lazy way, by the book, so you can see how I struggle with it and how I solve that situation, that workflow, so you can do the same in the simple way. Notice that I have a wall here, I can't see the northern star Polaris, but we will overcome that for sure. And if I'm in trouble, I'm perfectly safe. I feel safe because I have here the explorers in the chat, like West Coast Twins, Star Guy, another Ultra, Brian Fowler, Tam, Stephen Grunfield. Everybody's here. Rao from Romania, Renato, Arsidab, Pipiland, and Astra. Astro Thief is in the house as well. Everybody here, the explorers. You are an explorer. To add something to the struggle, I will use a Barlow. We did a 3x Barlow from Explore Scientific, but with a hack. I will show you how you can do it yourself to use with this tiny telescope. This is a workflow that can be used with any go-to telescopes. So stay tuned if you have or going to buy any telescope. We will watch some breaking news as well. I will show you some curiosities, simple things and fast about the moon as well. Is the moon pink? We will see in a moment if it's pink or not. And we will talk about more stuff here, because if you like to watch the sky, whether it's visual, whether it's with a camera, you're in the right place, because here you learn how to do it. We are here to help you. So first things first. The camera is with the last setup, which is the stars on the nexus, the filter drawer, everything is heavy. This is the 294 sensor. Okay, stars on the nexus, focal reducer. I will not use this with this telescope because the focus of this telescope is yes, it's like that. So, as it is crap, I will change the setup. I will unscrew this. Without letting the filter drawer fall, almost. It was almost here. A tragedy. Almost a tragedy here. It will not be the first time that I'm screwing. It's the best way is to do with the camera. And with the finger here. You see? Otherwise, you mess it up for sure. Then cover this so it doesn't get dust. And then I have only the camera here with the adapter. So now I will use something that you have at my website. Get free resources and links to the gear I use at dobsonianpower.com. You have everything at my website. This is a nose piece. It's not the one that comes with a Virtuoso. This is the with the camera. This is the one that comes with a camera with an M42 thread, which I don't want. I want a M48. This is M48, and it has a Barlow here. What I did is, and the spacer as well. You can use or not the spacer. What I did was insert here, because this little piece that you see, this nose piece that is on my website, it basically it's super inexpensive and it's a must-have with 1 1/4 focuser, and even that you don't have it. I'll show you why. Because you can attach this to any M48, it's the 2-inch thread, M48, everything here, and here you can insert in any 1 1/4 focuser. Besides, you can use, it's threaded here at 1 1/4, so you can use anything like a filter, 1 1/4 filter, or whatever you want. Tonight, I attach it here. Look, this is a Barlow that it's here. I unscrewed this Barlow from the Barlow body. At the bottom you can unscrew. Actually, the filters will cut the infrared and the pink side of the moon, so we want a pink moon. I will just screw this, and here is my setup. You see how easy it was? Okay, the setup is ready to go. Now, what I'm going to do, and this is for the ones that want to know from scratch how to set up the Virtuoso. What I'm going to do is to place the Virtuoso outside. It's not leveled. If you can, you level the base, but my floor, it's all over the place, so I will not level it. I will be fine if I can, and that's the challenge. Polar align it. We will do the polar align that I never done before with the 2 stars, the best polar align, supposedly. And it will not be leveled, but as long as it tracks, it's fine to me. It's fine to me. I don't need this super leveled. Okay? So I will place it outside. I can't see Polaris because I have the wall, but I know I can't point to Polaris, but I know where it is, where the direction is. So I will roughly point to north and keep the telescope tube in horizontal. I will show you while I place the telescope. So this is for a beginner. For a total noob, sometimes we forget that we were there, and here we like to help the beginners. So then you can join us and understand what's happening with the workflow here. This will be very easy, you will see, but I will struggle for sure. When enter the electronics side of it, it's to me, I'm not very good on the electronics side. Open the camera outside. It's very, very bright, the moon here as well. Hercules cluster is a good one, Brian, for the moon. Here it's still too low. Then we will point as well, if I don't forget, to T Corona Borealis, to see how it is tonight. If it exploded already or not. Let me open the external camera. Yes, focal extender versus Barlow. Focal extender is better, but the Barlow, as you can unscrew the lens as well in the focal extender, it will allow that I said to you. Okay. Let's place the telescope. First, take off the cap. Now, what I just made was to level up horizontally, not the base. The base is not level. Pointing roughly to north. And I just passed the cables to the exterior. One is the USB cable. It's a 5 meters. It's a long cable, a 5 meters cable. It's very, very good. I've been using it for years. And you have the links at dobsonianpower.com as well. Another one is another hack that I strongly recommend to you. You can still make the connection with the telescope through Wi-Fi, but I found, me and more explorers that own the same telescope, the Virtuoso Telescope, we found that it's much more reliable, the connection wired. So using a cable, a specific cable, and a small device that is an inexpensive device that you have at dobsonianpower.com, you can have a more reliable connection. That is important because sometimes this mount loses the tracking or something because of the connection. It has that problem. So I just threw the two cables outside, and I will now connect them to the camera. But to use this nose piece, I will need, because I made a focuser upgrade, that is also a strongly recommended hack. Where is it? Okay, it's here. To use it with a 2-inch focuser that I have, it's still 1 1/4 because the hole that it has, it's 1 1/4, but all the rest it's 2-inch. And I use, this is a collimation cap that I have here. And I use this little piece, it's on the focuser materials. So I can insert any 1 1/4 here. This is what I'm going to do. Now, let me explain one thing, because you will ask me, and sometimes people ask, why you use this and not directly the 1 1/4 focuser, the original focuser on the Virtuoso, with a nose piece and an helicoidal focuser. You could do that, or instead use my stuff that I have to upgrade, that is larger, with larger holes, and I will explain it to you why it's better. Look. This is the original one. Taking this off, you will win. All of this obstruction will be removed. So you won already this space here in the optical train. Okay? So if you use with my focuser upgrade only 2-inch stuff, which is what I usually do, you will have a larger hole, so less vignetting. Vignetting is that circle, black circle that you have around the image and the views. Adding this when needed, for instance with a Barlow, but as it is at the top and the light, you know that the light goes like this, it will be less vignetting, and it's only to use with Barlows, so it will have no difference, no impact, no bad impact or negative impact. Now I will screw it to the focuser and insert the camera at the same time. Here the moon was orange. Sam, this telescope that I'm using is the best choice. the best Dobsonian. Besides, there's another problem with this. Let me tell you, because I want this start of the stream to be a full explanation of this topic. If you leave this and use the method without my method, my system, taking this out and upgrading the focuser, if you let this in the focuser, this has a huge problem, which is, you notice that I use Teflon, but this sometimes works better, sometimes not. And with time it will be damaged. When we leave this like this, the focuser, the original one, with the camera inside, look like this exactly. You insert this is the original focuser. Imagine that you have here an helicoidal, okay, and a nose piece. You insert it, okay, and you screw this, you tight, okay. What happens is this is heavy. The camera is heavy. And when you leave this and you have here the cable, what happens? The gravity tends to pull this down because the telescope will be like this. And even that it's in another position, the gravity will always pull down. So what it makes it that it will unscrew very slowly. You will not notice, but it will unscrew a bit the focuser, the draw focuser from the focuser, the original one. So what happens is that your image will lose, your telescope will lose focus, and your image, the stars will lose focus, everything will lose focus, and it will be a mess, okay? So that's another disadvantage of letting this draw focuser there. My strong recommendation is, whatever you do, take this off, and then try to replicate what I have in my video of the focuser upgrade, or just use your imagination, but do always without this, which is a big mistake many people is doing, but okay, now I will screw this little piece to the focuser and insert the camera. Actually, I can, to make the job easier, I could already go with the camera, but it's better not to do it, because I want the camera in a certain position. I don't want the camera rotated. I want in a certain position so I can move the telescope and see the telescope going up, down, left and right as I want. Otherwise it will go diagonal. Alright, everything is connected. Very nice. Let me see the chat while I rest a bit. Hello, RC Dub. The supernova, we will do the supernova at the weekend. The moon is super bright and right on the direction. Hey Bob, congratulations for your telescope first. Yes, thank you, Shaq. Yes, what I did was to connect the cables and connect the UPS. I purchased a very nice UPS. You have the links as well on my website, on Amazon, and it's always there. I don't need complicated connections. It's just to turn on the button and it lasts many nights in a row. I'm new to astronomy. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the spaceship. Wasn't clear about vignetting. Now I think I got it. Well, there's more about vignetting. There's more. This is one of the problems that cause vignetting, especially because I'm using a large sensor camera. The problem with large sensor cameras is that we have vignetting. It's a problem that all of us have. With a Newtonian, all of us have that vignetting. And a 2.5-inch focuser, it's fair enough. It's very well. A 2-inch focuser, it's the minimum. I think it's required to avoid that strong vignetting. However, even that I was using a 3-inch focuser, I would have vignetting with my Newtonian and this camera, because it's a large sensor camera. It's a large sensor camera. So what happens? It's larger than the path of the optical path of the light. Okay. And it causes that we'll lose some light around, so it's like a circle that it's brighten in the middle and darker at the edges. What you can do, what I do is the simple way, because I don't post-process, so sometimes I do flat files. You will learn later. Flat files, it's a way, a bit of a cumbersome to do. It's one more thing that you have to do every night to avoid that vignetting. It cleans that vignetting. Another way, it's post-process in a way that it softens the vignetting or even clear it off. And the way I do is, as I use a large sensor camera with the purpose of having a large field so the software can identify all the stars and can plate solve, which is knowing where it's pointing towards. That's one of the goals of the large sensor, and to allow me to crop or zoom. When I watching here, I zoom and I do the live stack of the image, so you don't see the vignetting because it's zoomed. As it's large, I can zoom and still have a good portion of real estate without any vignetting. This is roughly speaking. The power is connecting. Yeah, it should be the travel. I think. The 2-inch, you should have 2-inch. 2-inch is the aperture of the hole of the focuser. That aperture, that hole. This one is 1.25, is very, very small. Now, continuing with the workflow. So far so good. No, not bad things happen yet. Look, this kind of, if you like this kind of stuff, the technical side of the workflow with the Dobsonian or Newtonian or even any other telescope, because some things that I teach here or I expose here, better saying, they are, some of them, they can be used in any telescope, like we are speaking about vignetting, for instance. But if you like to learn this kind of stuff, it's here on the live streams. The videos, sometimes I do, sometimes in the videos I don't go too narrow, too specific in that matter. I do something more generic. So if you want to learn something, I tell you the trick. The hack is to come to the live streams and ask me. Unless it's a live stream like the one we had with the Ultras and the Super Explorers here, with a solar eclipse that was awesome. Awesome, 4 telescopes at the same time with the eclipse, different locations. Other like Betelgeuse occultation, that was 2,000 people, more than 2,000 people here, shouting everything and me all over the place. Those kind of live streams, those huge events, or an All Sky event as well, then there I write in the chat. But those kind of events, I can't be answering to all the questions. But this kind, especially the moon events, if you see, there will be a live stream of the moon. Usually I do the full moons. You can take the opportunity, because it's the moon. It's something. This is not only about the moon, mainly about learning stuff here. So you can take the opportunity to learn. When it's about other deep sky objects, you can ask, for instance, things about the live stacking workflow, and I do the examples here, and I explore everything here, and I teach what I know. If you want to know, for instance, about planetary imaging, that kind of workflow, now in the summer when the planets rise in the sky, we will be doing it for sure. Now I do the live stack of planets, a new feature of SharpCap that is awesome. It's awesome. We made it already the end of the summer, but I'm ready to blow it up during all this summer with the different planets, within testing small planets like Neptune or Uranus. So we will test that. It's a 2.5x hexagonal focuser. Okay, 2.5. It's exactly what I said to you. It's very well, fair enough. That will not be a problem unless you were using certain things that would do like this. Imagine that you use a 1.25 eyepiece with a long focal length, those like 30 millimeters, 35, 40. Then you will likely see vignetting, depending the eyepieces as well. Okay, let's pass to another level. Oh god, I always get scared when I'm working with these electronics. Okay, first things first. It's connected, checked. Cables connected, checked. Okay, it's leveled to, it's pointing to north. It's called the park position. Pointing north and horizontally. Everything is well tightened. So now I will try to connect SceneScan application. SceneScan application. It's a scary name because it's an application that gives loads of headache to many people, including me included. Yes, it is. I have the same opinion. I purchased it all for 1,000 years. Okay. SceneScan. I have it installed. Open the SceneScan if possible. I don't know if they fixed that already in the new versions, but as a safety measure, I always open or add, I have it by default to open as administrator. You right click on the mouse over the application icon, and somewhere else you will see run as administration in the properties or something. I can't remember that, but remember that. Okay, so this is prepared. You will have in the settings the connection by Wi-Fi, which is pretty straightforward as well. But to connect with a cable, I have it. I hopefully have everything. Yes, I have it here. You see, this is the settings. Where is the port? Here. Usually the trouble will be here. If you buy that upgrade, that inexpensive upgrade, the USB connector, you have to buy that. It doesn't work if you only use a simple cable. You have to buy that simple device. Straightforward to use. It's just to connect and ready to use. It will be the port. Usually the problem is here. Sometimes it's not COM5, it's COM2. You test. I have a COM1. If it doesn't work, it will for sure, but if it doesn't work, I change for COM1. Sometimes Windows tricks us. So it should be fine. I will connect. And let's see. And connected. Oof, what a relief. It's always with these go-to telescopes. I recommend to buy a go-to Dobsonian, but I prefer the classic Dobsonian over an equatorial platform. To be fair, it's what I feel. Some people don't. Some people prefer the go-to because you can have a bit more of longer exposures with the go-to for a longer period of time as well. Okay, so we will do the alignment, the terrible alignment. You have 1-star alignment, brighter star alignment, north level alignment. I usually do 1-star. No, I usually do the 1-star alignment. Yes, the simpler one. And 3-star alignment. Anybody here with go-tos? What is the recommendation for the best alignment for a beginner? I will choose the one that you recommend to me. What is the best one? Tell me in the chat, explorers. Don't let me down now. Marco, where are you? Marco! What is the best one for a beginner to have the perfect star alignment? Is it a 3-star alignment? Nobody knows. Nobody with go-tos here. Come on, people. By the way, we are streaming from here. Earth. Continent, Europe. Country, Portugal. Region, Algarve. 37 latitude, Bortle 5. Bailey, you use the brightest star alignment. It's curious because I never used that one. I used the 1-star, I used the north level. I think I used the 3-star as well, just for the sake of using it. But the brightest star, no. What does it mean? Brightest star, it will pick the brightest ones. It will pick the brightest ones like Arcturus, Vega, Sirius, Polaris. It's that kind of alignment. I use one, but it sometimes excludes Polaris as an option. Sometimes? That's weird. It should be always the same. I always use 2 stars on my go-to. Says Chris Green. That, by the way, Chris Green is an Ultra Explorer. An Ultra Explorer. As long as Star Guy that is here in the house. In the house. 3-star is the most accurate. I have that idea as well. I use Sirius and Mirfak. Now, okay, I will use a 3-star. I will use the 3-star. I will use a 3-star. But let's say that I don't know the stars. Let's say that I don't know. Mazif is in a house.
Call the police.
Let's say that I don't know the stars that are outside. I open Stellarium to have a sense of... Actually, it's something that I recommend to everybody. Before you pick any telescope for whatever reason and place it outside for whatever purpose that night or ever goal, you go outside and have at least, come on, at least an idea of what to expect. Constellations, for instance, you know where the moon is, Arcturus. Let's see if we can find the moon. I don't know yet. Now we have that trouble to align. The Hercules constellation, Boots. Okay, so first you will want to know what view do you have. For instance, in my situation, I just can see from north to more or less south, west to west, southwest. So I will not pick, of course, a star that is... For instance, I will not pick Pollux or Castor that are here on west. Or Capella. I can't see them. So I will focus on my view. What do I have? Now, I will choose the 3-star alignment, but I will pick the brighter stars. So I can turn it easy to the telescope and to me as well in case the telescope fails. Because if the telescope fails, and oftentimes it does, I will have to go outside and to see from the red dot finder what is the margin of error. Imagine that it was supposed to be in Arcturus and it's not there. I want to see if it's more at the left, more at the right. Where is the failure? So I can adjust. You can do everything that I'm doing here with a scene scan. You can do it in your software, in your smartphone. You can do the same in your smartphone. I'm doing here, but it's exactly the same application. So let's see 3 stars. Usually people like to choose stars that are separated, not very close together, so it aligns better, right? So let's see. I can't see Ursa Minor. I have the wall now. I think I can't see this one. Let me see the altitude. 49, I can. So one we can use at the left, at north. We can use this one. It's Al-Qaid. Al-Qaid will be the first one. Then I will send it. Click on the Skydan perspective mode for Stellarium. Why? I like this. I like this what you are saying. Permafrost. On the Skydan perspective mode. What? It's a button here. Deep sky. Permafrost, tell me what are you talking about, please. If using my SceneScan Alt-AZ mount, I connect to SceneScan application, then connect to Stellarium. Select a star, go to Plate Solvent Sync. You can connect. I don't do that because... Yes, I have it here. I can connect it here. On the telescopes I have it to connect. But I will do it like this. Imagine that you are with a smartphone, which most people are. Okay, with a smartphone, using Sky Safari or Stellarium, I will do like that. Okay, that is a different workflow. We may try that in another night. This one will be like this, the hard one, the struggle. Okay, I will choose. Imagine that you are camping or something and you don't have even a laptop. Okay, Al-Qaeda. You can play with your relatives or friends if you are camping, and let's see if you can try to find the stars and whatever. Al-Qaeda, Arcturus, not very far away, but on site. And then I can use, for instance, at south, here on Leo. On Leo we have Denebula, Arcturus e Al-Qaeda. These are the stars. Sky options left. No, but I want to know. I want to know permafrost. And maybe more people can learn as well. So you say sky options. It's here. It's a struggle mode, exactly. Where do I click? Sky. Perspective. I change to perspective from the default mode. You can do that in your Stellarium. This is on desktop. Let's see. Yeah, much better. You deserve this one. Hold on. Thank you! Thank you, Permafrost, for helping me to find a perspective mode! Instead of that one that is awful. Exactly, this is much better. Come on, guys, you never said me this. I didn't know. It's much better. Perspective. On the left, sky. Thank you, thank you. Woohoo! We are always learning. Oops. We are always learning. Okay. Let's move on because this will be hard. Struggle mode. Struggle mode activated.
Struggle mode activated.
Struggle. It's pretty cool, you see? Chris Green didn't know as well. We are here to share information, to share value. Value. Another one. You see, Permafrost? You see? Next time you know something like that, a gem, throw the gem to the chat. I pull it to the live stream. Okay, scene scan. Let's do it. I'm trying to delay because this is... I really don't like this part. Okay, 3-star. So we had... Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda. It doesn't show here. Bennett. It doesn't show here. The star. Look, Jim didn't know either. How can it be? How can I find the star? Come on. Does it, if I insert the numbers, does it work? IP, no. 6, 7. No, so we are locked to the name of the stars here. But if I placed Al-Qaeda, it's on Stellarium. Bennett Nash. Bennett Nash. It doesn't work. Anybody knows? I'll try another one. This one is bright. Let's see. Alioth. Alioth. It doesn't appear. Come on. Vega, Capella, Procyon, Pollux. This is all at west. Why is that? This is wrong. Or does the Polaris it's here? Castor is at west. This is all at west. 3 star is more accurate, but 1 star way it's easier. Yeah, I think I will skip this 3 star. Beginner. Beginner. If you are watching live or the replay, do the 1 star as usual. I will do the 1 star. I will do the 1 star. This is very complicated. And if you are camping or something... But I will have the same problem. The stars, I wish I could know why the stars are like this. Let me see my location. If it's well, it starts the struggle. You see, location. It's correct. It's correct. It's fine. The location. Why it doesn't show the stars that I want? Okay, forget it. I will do Arcturus that I know is there, but it's not here as well. Do you know what's the problem? Arcturus. No Arcturus? This is a problem. Reset alignment. I will do reset alignment to see. I'm doing this without knowing. Reset. Okay. Let's see if the telescope moves. No, it didn't move. Reset. Let me see now. 3 star. It's the same, only stars at the Polaris and the West. Why is that? Nobody knows? I usually use Polaris, but I don't want to use Polaris because I can't see it. Alphaca and Corona Borealis. That I can see. It's a bit annoying, Skywatcher. A bit annoying, Alphaca. Look, here is Corona Borealis. Here is the Blaze Star. More or less here. Actually, I think I will do right that. I will do Alphaca to align. Then I will say the telescope that is aligned. I will point to the Blaze Star. Will be more or less here. You will see. Let me open the bookmarks. Highlight bookmarks. It's here, Blaze Star. This is T Corona Borealis. And imagine that I point there after alignment and it is happening. Wouldn't that be amazing? And Chris Green and Star Gaia sending to their friends on AAVSO. Hey, we found it! We found it! It's happening! It's happening! Point your telescopes! Roger! Okay, Alphaca. I will choose Alphaca. Here, Alphaca. Choose second star. 1 star alignment. Choose first star. Alpha. Ah, okay. It was in the wrong... it was in 3 star. Now it's 1 star. 1 star alignment, Alpha, begin. And let's see if the telescope does the job. It's moving! It's moving! It's moving! It should point more or less there. Yeah. More or less like snooze. Okay. Now I will open SharpCap, which is the software I use. It's a software that I use for everything. It's a bit more complicated, but you can learn with us as well. Remember, the explorers that are members of the channel have access to any deep information or explanation about any workflow here or feature. Okay, I open the camera, for instance, one that is very important to me. I couldn't live without it, is this sequencer. I use the sequence and bam, does it all. Why is this taking so long? Why is this taking so long? Halt it due to an error. What's happening with the... Ah, it's not focused. Oh man, it's not focused. No man, no. It's not focused. It's the sliders are down. The sliders are... Oh man, this is awesome. The sliders are for the focal reducer use. This is a cumbersome. Look, the sliders, that's why I posted on Discord that I have these clamps here at the bottom. Right, because of this. When I use a focal reducer, I have to move the sliders down. And the sliders are locked in the clamps. So the collimation will hold. Will keep perfect. Otherwise, one slider from the left can be a bit more up or down. A millimeter, it's enough, or less. Yes, I took off. The cap is here. No, it's the focus. I know. It's with the sliders are down. To use with the Barlow, I have at the bottom, I have another clamps, a pair of clamps here. That now I will move the sliders up and they will stop right at the clamp, because I don't want all the sliders fully up. I want to stop at the clamp because I know already that with this clamp it will work with a Barlow, it will be near focus. If you don't change your setup too much, only from a focal reducer to a Barlow or nothing, if I was not using anything, any Barlow focal reducer, it will be between the two clamps. So this is the better way to do it. So it is. Imagine that I didn't have the clamps there. Now I would have to be at the beginning when AstroArt, our sponsor, sent me this precious telescope. When they sent me the telescope, I was struggling with that. I had to focus with, and I had the first focuser, the original one. I had to be here struggling, and Geisler laughing a lot at his home. Oh, I know what it is. I have the same problem, you know. But now with these clamps, I will just pull it up, and I know that measure is correct. Hopefully. Let's see. You will see now me pulling it up. With luck, we will see the moon tonight. Now let's see if it's alright. Sharp cap again. It's not. What's happening here? What did I change that it doesn't work anymore? And here I am proud of my clamps and I have it wrong. I don't know why. I'll try to think outside, and the solution might be, this is super struggle. The solution might be to release the clamps of the Barlow and let it go out and see if this gets smaller. Let me close sharp cap again because it was a problem opening sharp cap or something. Oh god. Let me close. Come on, don't laugh because it can happen to any of you. I upgraded, now it did. Look, the progress. It's not working. Completed error. Object reference not set to an instance of object. Reset the display stretch. It's on the step of the sequence reset the display stretch. But why? It's to reset. Ah, because Robin changed this. Okay. Robin did something. Robin is always changing. Robin did something to automatically reset the display stretch. So we don't forget it. You see how sometimes people ask, should I reset the display, the mini display at the right? Should I use it? You should always reset. And so is that Robin did a modification to do it automatically on sharp cap. Now I remember. What do I have to do? Open a sequencer and take it off. That part where I say display stretch reset. I will show you how I do that. Hold on, let me pull the sequencer. I will show you. And hopefully we can see the pink moon. Oh god. Hold on. And this is the main sequence. So it means that all other sequences that I have will have to be changed. No problem. Okay, this is my sequence to open sharp cap. On the members live stream, you have all of these steps, so I will not be here. Where is the reset the display stretch? Here. I just do like this. I click on the across, and then I save sequence, and it will work for sure. Let me see. Let me see now. Yes, it worked. Now what I will do is take the pen and write here, because otherwise I will forget. I will write here sharp cap, change, this reset, display, stretch, sequencer, and then tomorrow or something I do that in a row to all the sequences that I have to live stack, everything. I always have this to reset so I can be safe. It's a very powerful tool. It's a bit more advanced, the sequencer, but it's a very, very, very powerful tool. Security light interfering as well, for sure. But this is the brightness of the moon. This is not focused. This is not focused. This is not focused, look. For sure. The security lights will not do this. I see something here. This is not focused, for sure. I will do that. I will move the sliders and see if this, by this edge, it has to be moving up. So it means that it will shrink whatever it is here. Let me see if it's pointing to the moon. No, it's not, it's not. It's not. That I didn't expect. I expect other struggle, but not this. No, I'm not in Russia, no. I'm here. Earth. Continent, Europe. Country, Portugal. Region, Algarve. 37 latitude, Bortle 5. I think I did a mistake. This is prepared to attach the camera without any spacer, and I added a freaking spacer. So what I will do, always something, is first close the camera so I can take safely. I recommend to do that. Every time you have to move, play with the camera, you take off the USB, but before taking off the USB, shut down the camera on sharp cap, because sometimes I don't do that and then I reopen and the camera doesn't work very well. I don't know why, something, I don't know why, but that happens often. So I will close here, camera, close camera. Guys, we have to see the moon tonight. No? I will close, and now I will remove the cable, unscrew the camera, unscrew that spacer, and screw again. If you like this kind of content, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with videos and live streams. Better do it with light. It was it fell on the ground. It was the spacer that I took off. Fortunately, it was not the camera or a filter. Well, sometimes I let it fall, the filters. Okay, the spacer comes to where it belongs, here, to the star zone nexus. It was a mistake. Now let's see if it works. I can't fit on the screen because it's super out of focus. This is very important. This is you can't imagine how many people fall in this trap. They point a telescope. Actually, me at the beginning, many years ago. You point a telescope and you don't see nothing with the eyepiece or the camera. It doesn't matter. Even with the eyepiece, it happens the same. You don't see nothing and you think you have the telescope is broken or something, and it's simply super out of focus, because if it's only slightly out of focus, you'll see small donuts everywhere. It's easier for your brain to understand more or less what's happening, or to find the answer. But like this, you see all white, and imagine me that I was here thinking, what can it be? Imagine a total beginner. This happens a lot. So hopefully a beginner is watching a replay and you will have the solution. Maybe I put this in a video, because it's so important and so common. You will see. I know this is a donut. I can see here the line that the donut has when it starts to shrink. And I will move the telescope. And I know, by intuition, I know that by logic, I know that moving the telescope down, I will shorten the distance and it will be fine. And I have real estate to do that. So let's do it. For the ones that just joined, this is pink, but it's not the moon. Yeah. Let me show you. Me suffering. I'm freaking out. I will point to the moon. I pointed to the moon. It's easier. I don't understand what's happening. Can I point and track? Lunar. It's not tracking because it's not a line. Oh, good. Something is happening here and I don't know. I will take off everything. I will take off the barlow. This can be the 5X and I didn't notice. I don't know. I will check collimation because the scope was here 2 months or so without using it. I will check collimation with a cap. I will use, it's fine, a collimation. I will use the focal reducer. With a camera. Let's see now. Oh god, the Virtuoso. Let's see now. I think I have an idea because I forget things. I do things with a telescope. I can't have many telescopes. And then I forget. It can be that new... rotator, and I didn't adjust the sliders or something, I don't know. And I don't but it's the same with a well, let me move the sliders and see. Getting better. Let me lower the exposure. Okay, it's getting better. Okay, it's getting better. Now it's fine. I will center it and then we'll reset everything to focus. Okay, now I will zoom and try to focus. This is with a focal reducer. Oof, what a relief, man. Oof. Let me recover. Oof. Did you update your sequence? Yes. Struggle. The struggle. Did you take off the caps? Yes. More Dobsonian. Dobsonian power. I think this is not tracking because I didn't align yet. The king, more pink moon, bam bam bam. No, the dwarf, no way. No way. I updated my sequence. No, the light doesn't interfere with all this brightness. Exactly that, it was out of focus. The problem was addressed. It was out of focus. Now, does that to me too? It wasn't a filter. Yeah. Always. It's like a curse. Now I have that doubt. Because now it worked with a focal reducer. Why it didn't work with that Barlow? The purple moon. No. And it's not green cheese. I'm sure. The camera is not pointing to the telescope. It's on the side. No, the problem was the focus. Okay. Now. No, we didn't have the problem with that. Now, I will do everything. I can't do a video from this. Can you imagine the beginner watching all of this? This guy is a mess. They will think. Okay. I will do it horizontally. The telescope. Again. From scratch. I can delete everything. But I will not. Now I have one thing is good. I have the right position already for the focal reducer. But I still need to find the position, the focus position, to a Barlow. Then I place the clamps at that position and done. I think it was the fact that I changed this. I added a rotator. It changed everything. Okay, let's do the alignment. Now that we have this focus set, let's zoom Zoom out. Let's come back. Here. Alignment. 1 star alignment. Arcturus. Alpheca, it was Alpheca, okay. Begin. It didn't move. The telescope didn't move. The telescope didn't move. I will close the scene scan. Open. Connect. Maybe I touched something, I don't know. Alignment, 1 star alignment. Alpheca. Begin. It's not moving the telescope. Let me see if the power... Oh, come on. Close. Open again. Let me see if the power is on. I turn it off and on again. It was on. I will close it again. Scene scan, reopen. Connect. Alignment. 1 star. I can align to the moon. Moon, no. Alpheca. Because it's already on the moon. And I want to see if it moves. No, I can. Moon. Begin. It's moving. It's moving. Again, man. Yes, that's why it wasn't tracking. Did you see what happened? I just had to turn off the mount and on again, and it solved. It somehow clean the mess that was here. That's why I don't like this electronics. Sorry. But it's not on the moon. Now, what I will see, it's try to figure it out. Where is the moon? Where is the telescope? Outside. Okay, the moon is left and up. It will be easy. Manually center the moon. Left. Let me see if it's moving. Left. Up. Left. Up. I don't see any moon. Left. Up. Left. I don't see any moon. Ah, it's here. Down. Okay, let's enter the moon. Okay. Let's center. Now click on this. Stop the backlash. Okay. Now click on this red arrow. It's blinking. Okay, it's not anymore. And here. Done. It's a line. So, as you can see, it's easy. 1 hour and 43 minutes of live stream, and we are watching finally the moon. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Well, but at least to the focal reducer it's adjusted. Now I wanted to do the same but with a Barlow to see, and it's a 3x Barlow, so it is supposed to happen is, now it's a line. The telescope is a line. Is everything working fine? But is with a focal reducer. If I change the focal reducer for a Barlow, I will have to pull everything up and get focus. That's what I'm going to do right now, because I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to find. For the focal reducer, I have the position already. Now for a Barlow, a 3x, I think it's a 3x. Yes, it is a 3x, because the 5x I have there, the hole is smaller. I use the same technique, but you see, this lens is smaller than this. Look. This is larger than this. So I think the 5x it's a smaller one, right? Should be. Makes sense. So now I will take off the focal reducer. That's how I felt on Eclipse Day when I kept losing the internet. I know, Chris. That's why I was making the show, and you and Star Guy was the same. Incredible. Everything, we plan everything. We know that, okay, this will work fine. It worked last time. And then, bam. Struggle. Okay, I will do that. I have to find the solution for this to use a Barlow. And this is the workflow you should do the first time you grab your Virtuoso and use the clamps. Now I have the clamps here. I will move it up and adjust the clamps for the Barlow, but I have to find the position for the Barlow. I don't know. A 3x Barlow. I purchased this 3x specifically for the Virtuoso, so it has to work. It has to work. Let me close the camera first, because I will take it off. It has to work. Take off the focal reducer. This has to work. I have to make this work. Thank you, Chris Green, for your super chat. Super chat. Thank you. It drained me energy. Thank you. It drained me energy. Now let's see, let's do it again. The Barlow here. Has to work. It has to work. And now I will insert it in the camera, in the focuser, with the adapter. It's well collimated, everything. Has to work. Now, it's expected to be out of focus, because it was for a focal reducer and now is with a 3x barrel. So it will be for sure out of focus. Okay, let's open Sharp Cap. Where's the moon? Ah, it's there. Takes some time to... But I think it's not on the moon. Let me see the finder. Yeah, the moon is up. This will be out of focus for sure. Up. Okay. This is the moon. I will leave it like this. Lower the exposure to see better. I will leave like this with the edges, so I can have a better perception. I will just lower a lot the exposure. Like this, maybe. And now I will move up the slider slowly. Slowly, otherwise I can fall in the trap of passing the focus and then I will never find it. Do you understand? Might be just a bit, and if I pull the sliders all up, it will be out of focus again to the other side. So it will be slowly. Just a few millimeters, 2 millimeters each. So this is how it looks. This is how it looks with a 3x Barlow. I adjusted the clamps. Lower the gain. And there we have. We can do like this. And there's the pink moon. 2 hours. Oh god. You know what was my mistake? A beginner mistake. Exactly what I pointed right now. I was here stressful and I passed the focal point. Instead of moving as I did right now with slowly with the sliders until I find the focal point, I passed. I moved too much, I passed. And as the clamps were not adjusted for this new setup, it confused me. Now it is. I just have the doubt if with a 5x will be different or not. But I will do it right now without having to close anything. I will just unscrew and screw the 5x and see what happens. It will zoom more for sure. And I'll be done with the Virtuoso. It will be prepared for everything. Not far away. With a 5x. Now I will see what happened here. Okay, now I will try to focus with the helicoidal focus to see if I don't have to move the sliders.
Mission accomplished.
Well, it's not very well focused. I can do it better. Let me take the the outside camera. I will do like this. I will try to focus better. Way better. You see, this workflow is so important, so important. This is with a 5x barrel. Now, if we want to do a nice image of the moon, I will not do it. Actually, we can live stack. Let me see if it works. Tools. Solar. Photometry. Framing. Experimental. Where is it? Here. Lunar, solar. Stacking. It's working. Auto adjust brightness. It works. You see? It's a Virtuoso, it's not a very strong auto adjust. Brightness, it's too bright. Here is the sample and then bam. Adjusted the color. I'm adjusting here the sliders to see what happened. Yes, it was me. I cranked up the red. This is the effect of the 5x Barlow in the Virtuoso with a 294 camera. And now I think it's fixed already. If we close this, yes, it goes to the natural image. Let me move up. I had planned to show you some things. You see, I'm moving the telescope now. I still think to get a very sharp and defined picture of the moon, if you want, is to do the regular capture of the video and then process it. It's pink because I cranked up the red. Let me just show you something, which is breaking news. So what happens? What happened? Let me close this. Oof, satellite. what happened was this. It's a good news, good news. Remember a while ago that was that news that Voyager 1, only a miracle could save Voyager 1. It stopped sending, it started sending random numbers without any sense, nonsense numbers randomly to Earth, and then stopped. They tried to reset everything, to restart the Voyager, and it didn't work loads of times. It didn't work, and they were saying like it was needed a miracle for Voyager 1 work again and everything. And now I just saw this. Voyager 1 sends readable data again from deep space. This is super fresh, the news. It was right before the stream. This is Voyager 1. And the US Space Agency says its Voyager 1 probe is once again sending usable information back to Earth after months of spouting gibberish. So this is good news. However, they say here, for the moment, Voyager is sending back only health data about its onboard systems, but further work should get the scientific instruments back online. Voyager 1 is more than 24 billion kilometers, or 15 billion miles away. So distant that its radio messages take fully 24.5 hours to reach us. So a day, almost a full day, 24 hours to reach the information. This is good news because Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, of course, but Voyager 1 was not working, and as it's working again and sending reliable data, from what I see here, it will send soon scientific data as well, and the more scientific data that we can have from so far away instrument that we have, the most far away instrument that we have in our solar system is still in the solar system. It will be amazing. It's still in the solar system, no? 1977 it was launched. Yeah, it's still, because it didn't pass. Yes, it's still. It only passed the what's the name? The helio. What's the name? They should have here. Interstellar space. They even have a good website, a Voyager. Mission status. It's on real time. Heliosphere. Yes, thank you, Brian. Here. I remember to show you this. If we click here, I think this is the real-time position. Yes. Solar system threshold. It's the theoretical Oort cloud. Even the Oort cloud, we almost sure that exists as we think, but even the Oort cloud, we we can't say 100% sure that it exists and it works like we think. Alright. Good news from Voyager 1, still working. People, thank you very much for this night. This was a mess, a completely mess, but it is what it is. Life is like that. Do you notice that everything we plan, we wake up in the morning and you plan. You plan, now I will do this and that, and the things never work as we expect. Never. The plans always change. So this was the plan that was changed. No Chris Green tonight, no sun. The Virtuoso didn't work as it should work. But the thing is, if you are a beginner and you watch all this replay, make sure that you were paying attention, because right now, as the Virtuoso is, after all this mess, the next time I pick the Virtuoso, I know that it will work flawless with a 5x Barlow, with a 3x Barlow, and below, everything below, with a focal reducer, and without anything, just because I have those clamps there, making the thresholds up and down, so I can be playing safe. That's what you have to do with your Virtuoso Telescope or Go to Telescope if you want to have a more comfortable way. You suffer once, cry once, but then it will save you loads of time. Usually it's like that in your job. Usually sometimes you suffer a bit and struggle a bit to find a method in a certain workflow that you have, no matter the job, what it is that you're doing, and then you suffer a bit that day or more than one day, but you know that it will save you time for the future. That's the same method applied here, and that's what you should do, not only in the telescopes but in your life as well. Thank you very much. I'll see you likely in the weekend. The moon is super bright, likely in the weekend to watch the supernova again. Bye bye. Thank you, explorers. Thank you very much for being there.